One thing I've learned is you do not say no to Abby, at least not successfully.
Who else at 85 would sit down and write a play and make it funny?
I think if I have as much wit and wisdom as Abby when I'm her age, then I have a lot to be grateful for.
Abby has always been fascinated by the arts, and she had it in her to do something that would leave a mark on the community beyond herself.
I deeply am jealous of anybody who works in art and can indulge these different sides of themselves over time and finds, hey, what I thought I did really well when I was young and what I do really well now and what I do well, decades into the future are wildly different. So, the artwork isn't just what I make. The artwork is the story of my life.
I have known Abby longer than anybody else on this planet, and I knew when she was a very small child that she was an imp, adorable, full of mischief.
She's a vibrant and well-spoken yet funny individual, and I don't think that she's gotten that just at this age. I think she's carried that throughout her life.
I don't think I'm going to go into detail here because she might not like that, but Abby and I have fun.
I have known Abby for so many decades, I can't even count them, but I do know that we met through a mutual love of film. She always had a take on it. She just always loved media. Her take was often unusual, and it didn't stop her from expressing her opinions, even though sometimes she dozed off and missed whole segments of the film. She's always going to speak her mind.
What creative aging means to me is that aging is no longer burdened by fear of change of society.
As you get older, your creative abilities actually sharpen, and which is a nice compensation for not being able to remember where you left your car keys. And I see a lot of people doing creative activities, and doing that keeps them mentally and emotionally engaged themselves, but also it keeps them tied to community, which I think is a very important thing, especially for older folks. And to the extent that people are creatively active, that brings them in contact with younger generations, which I think is very important. I think it's very important that we have intergenerational interactions and that people don't get segregated by age. Community has always been that way.
She just wanted this out there and she's aggressively gone after it.
Abby is defining who she is, and that's a tougher trick. I think anything that gets you through when you've had so many losses and things to adjust to is, and I don't have any judgment about it, but I think it's wonderful if you're gifted enough to be able to express it artistically, which she does.
And that's Abby. She can turn anything into something.
She gets people engaged and keeps them engaged, and that's very much part of her personality, but it's also, I think by definition what creative aging is all about. So what Abby did for fun was she's been exploring, her gifts as a writer for some time now. She's turned to playwriting.
Her play is funny. It entertains people. It makes them laugh. What a great contribution to make to a senior retirement community. She's a gem to have within a residential community, and I'm so glad that it's being recognized.
Abby is very much a community builder, and it is just something that comes natural to her as breathing. It is just something she does. It is part of who she is, and it's one of the things I love about her.
I think it's wonderful that Art Spark Texas is recognizing that.
As far as what Abby's future is like, I would say you ain't seen nothing yet.
I think Abby's pretty rare. I think she's very special.
So Abby entered a contest. Bam, she wins. That's her.
Abby, on behalf of myself and everyone at the team here at Shalom Austin, we're so proud of you and we're so lucky to get to work with you.
Abby, dear, I am so proud of you. It doesn't matter if you're in New York or Texas. You even got sick of New York.
Abby, dear, it's another triumph. Heartiest congratulations on a well-deserved award.
Texas is so lucky to have you. They're getting a real hoot.
Hey, Mom, I am extraordinarily proud of you for the work you do and the life you live.
As I've said before, you've done a lot and we ain't seen nothing yet. As a somewhat newly minted Austinite, I hope you appreciate just what it means to win an award straight out of the box in this city. That is an amazing thing in itself.
You take your audience, you please them, you tickle them, you make them laugh and roar.
Of all the potential mothers I could have had, you ranked somewhere in the top 5th or 6th percentile, so way up there.
Keep it up, honey. Keep it up.
I checked out some of the 3rd and 4th percentile types. It's difficult to get a hold of any of them, so you'll do great.
And I think the award is very much deserved because I think you are both a fine example of creative aging and an inspiration for other people to do the same.
You're so well loved and much appreciated, and this award from ArtSpark Texas makes it definite and permanent, and I send you loving congratulations.